Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our SwiftUI tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we are going to be taking a look at how we can use custom detents to customize the sizing of our sheets. Now, one of the more common use cases for custom detents is to create what's called a bottom sheet, because sometimes you might not want to create a full-sized sheet, right? And sometimes you only need a very small, tiny sheet to fit a small amount of content. So we can use custom detents to achieve that. Maybe sometimes you want to have a sheet that doesn't go all the way up to the top, but goes up to the center of the screen vertically. You can do that with custom detents as well. So let's go ahead and go into Xcode, and we will take a look at that. So the application that we have right now is pretty simple. It's the exact same one that we had in the previous video, where we have three buttons: red, green, and blue. We tap one of them, and it brings up a sheet that has a circle with its fill color being the color we selected. However, the only change that I've made is that I have put in a dismiss button, and this dismiss button will dismiss the sheet using the dismiss environment value. All right, pretty simple stuff, nothing too complicated. However, in this particular video, we're going to be running everything in the iOS simulator. So I'm going to quickly change the run destination from my Mac to the 16 Pro Max simulator. So let's save that and run our code. All right, we have a successful build. Okay, so here is our application. You can see we have a red, green, and blue button. Nothing too complicated. How then do we change the detents, right? How do we set that? Well, if we go into the content view file here, on the view that we are presenting inside of our sheet, we need to use the .presentation detents. Now, this takes in a set of presentation detents because we can set multiple here. So we are going to use array literal syntax for the set. And you can see we have a few options. We have large, which is the default. That is the full screen sheet. We have medium. Now medium goes halfway up the screen. We can create our own custom detent types, and that's where custom comes in. Now, fraction is used when you want it to take up a specific fraction of the screen. Like, let's say you want your sheet to take up only 10% of the screen, 25% of the screen, 34%, something like that. You can use fraction for that. Now, height allows us to specify a specific height in points that we want our sheet to go up to. So if we want our sheet to go up to 123 points, we can do that. If we want our sheet to be 200 points high, we can do that. All right. so let's say we want, let's put medium in here. And with that, we can save it, run it. Now, in our simulator, let's say blue. You can see our sheet pops up. However, the sheet only goes up halfway. We can dismiss the sheet and it goes away. Let's hit red and there's our red circle. But again, it only goes up half of the screen. We can dismiss it and it's gone. Green, there's our circle. We can hit dismiss and it's gone. Okay. Now, what if we want, let's take a look at fraction here. So before I do that though, I want to change the frame of our circle here. And instead of 300, I'm going to say 100 by 100. So it's a little bit smaller. You can save that. And let's go back up. Right, so let's say we want fraction, and this takes in a CG float. So let's say we want this sheet to only be, let's say 0.25. So about a quarter of the screen, half of the screen. That might be the perfect kind of height that you want for, a bottom sheet, for example. So let's go ahead and save that and run our code again. All right, so here we are in the simulator. Let's hit the green button. And there is our sheet down there at the bottom. It takes up a quarter of the height of the screen. It's a cute little sheet. And then there is a sheet grabber that you can use to swipe the sheet away if you want. But keep in mind too that if you have interactive dismissal disabled, then that might not work. So we're gonna hit dismiss and we're good to go. All right. So that pretty much does it for how you can use detents to customize the height of your sheets. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.